What can I say about Beth? Beth is just a ray of sunshine, and you might find her in many of our programs. She is the leader of our children's chorus, which is a tuition-free program. She leads several of our older adult choirs, which are also tuition-free programs. Beth is a private lesson teacher at CMC in voice, so you can learn and sing with her. And now she is leading our Uke'n Sing class, where we are learning the basics of ukulele as well as using our voices. So I am so happy, Beth, to welcome you today. Thank you for leading us. I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thanks, Julie. Welcome, everybody. So glad to have you today. So, yes, you can sing. You too can sing. I love singing with the uke. It's probably one of my favorite things to do. And today I thought I'd bring a brand new song in that I've never taught before. And if it goes well, maybe it'll end up in my children's choir, and maybe it will end up in my older adult choirs, and it will probably end up in Uke'n Sing. So this one's called The Swimming Song. And if you have a uke, now no worries. If you don't have a uke and you're just joining us and checking us out, you can sing, you can tap, you can bring a shaker, whatever you want to do. There's a lot of things to absorb today. A beat, a melody, some lyrics, some chords, some strums. So we'll try to cover a little bit of everything. Okay, so I am going to first hold up my uke, yay, and why don't we just pluck our strings, wake them up. That's G, C, E, A, G, C, E, A. If you need to tune, you got your little knobs, you can tune them up. And we're going to be playing in the key of C today. And a C chord, well, we got some frets here. Fret 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And I'm going to put my first finger in the first fret, second finger, third finger, like that. Now I'm going to be in the third fret, third finger here, ring finger, and I'm going to move all the way to, I'm going to call this the bottom string. I'm going to call this the top string. And that's going to be my ring finger, third fret, bottom string, and that's going to be the C chord. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so I assume a lot of people are beginners, but some people maybe aren't. And for Uke'n Sing class, we can have beginner, intermediate. I have, exercises for everybody. So, C. And then the other chord we're going to look at a lot today is the G. Now, the G, and I'll bring up a little chart too. The G, we're going to take this little finger and we're going to move it up one string. And then we're going to take these two fingers, my pointer and my middle finger, and I'm going to flank, make a little triangle on top of this bottom string. So I have a little triangle, and that's my G chord. And then to hit my C chord, I just bring this finger back down, C. Here's that little triangle again, G, C. So let's sing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Waking up our voice. C, D, E, F, G. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do, re, mi, fa, so. So, fa, mi, re, do. 5, 1, 1. 5, 1. All right. Okay, so I'm going to pull up the lyrics to this song. So share screen. Okay. Aha. So this is called The Swimming Song, Loudon Wainwright III. Got some strums for you, but there's a C. Aha. There's a G, but I have a little extra something there too. And there's a G7, which is the inverse of the G shape-wise. But we'll get there in a second. So I'm going to teach you the melody of this song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This summer I went swimming. This summer I went swimming. This summer I might have drowned. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6. This summer I went swimming, this summer I might have drowned, but I held my breath, but I held my breath. I kicked my feet. So first you go from below up. I held my breath from the 6 to the 1. Held my breath. Then you go from the top to the bottom, up, down. And I kicked my feet. And I moved my arms around. Back down to that low note. I moved my arms around. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if it says a G7, you can still play a G. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the one I showed you a few minutes ago. I'm going to sing the song again. This summer I went swimming. This summer I might have drowned. But I held my breath and I kicked my feet and I moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. I really love this song. It's a great metaphor for just kind of making it, like we're all just trying to make it through and feeling proud of our accomplishments, like maybe learning how to teach on Zoom. I feel proud. This summer I went swimming, this summer I might have drowned, but I held my breath and I kicked my feet and I moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. There's a whole bunch of fun verses. There's no chorus. They're all verses here. Wonderful recordings out there if you go on YouTube. This summer I swam in the ocean. I swam in the swimming pool. Salt in my wounds, chlorine in my eyes. I'm a self-destructive fool. I'm a self-destructive fool. So maybe you're starting to get the tune, kind of letting that wash over you. Let's learn some more chords and let's learn some strums. I'm going to now share with you just a chord chart. And these are everywhere. And I have a big one blown up, a guitar chart actually, on the back of my door. Always ready for me to look at and check for a chord. Okay, so today we did the G. There's the G and there's the C. So I'm circling it with my cursor. There's the C with that in the 3rd fret. And I'll come up to my camera. And then there was that G, that triangle. And the C. Okay, we're also going to find an A minor. Here's an A minor. I'm circling it right now. See, it's just like the C, but on the other side. So on the C, that finger is on the bottom string, and now you're going to go all the way to the top string, meaning the string closest to your chin for the A minor. But it's actually in the 2nd fret. So your 3rd finger, I'll stop share for a second. Here was your C, and now look, here's your next finger, and you just reach all the way to the top, and there's your A minor. Here's your C, and then you're going to reach up, boop, A minor. And I'm going to continue on with a basic chord progression that I like to teach in the beginning, which the next one is an F. Now I'm going to add my pointer finger. I'm going to skip a string down to this one, the 2nd from the bottom. It's going to be the 1st fret, pointer finger. And it makes a little, I think of it as a little diagonal. There's that. There's that. That's the F. I'm going to go back to the C with my 3rd finger, with my ring finger. Then I'm going to reach up for the A minor. Then I'm going to add this pointer finger, 2nd from the bottom string. And now I'm going to leave this finger here, and I'm going to make what's called a G7. And it's actually a nice easy swing over, and I'm going to take these 2 fingers and again flank the other string and make a triangle. Now if you remember our G, this is our G7. Our G was these 2 fingers and the triangle was upside down. So here's the G7 and here's the G. I have to change my fingering sometimes. Now for the advanced, if you want a kind of a cool sound in this song and you want to take off one string off the G, if you lift your middle finger, we have what's called a G sus, 2 sus chord. I'm going to put my finger back and complete the triangle, or I'm going to take off my middle finger. Really sweet, fun chord. So I threw that in the chart too. Okay. I'm going to go back to our chord chart and just circle all the chords one more time. Share screen. Okay, so we have our C. There it is. And we have our G. Pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, 1, 2, 3. And then we have our A minor, reaching across. And then we have an F, where you just have the A minor, but you add that finger. So you already have your A minor and you just add that finger. And now we're going to keep this finger here. And look at this. Here's the G7. So you're keeping the finger of the F and you're swinging over and getting these other 2 fingers. Okay. Now if I'm moving too fast, no worries. We're doing a song with a lot of chords, but you can always drop out and not do some of the chords and just do the chords that are looking familiar to you. I can see people looking at this, so I'm going to keep this up just for another second. I'm playing a C. This summer I went swimming. Now I'm going to play a G. This summer I might have drowned. That's the A minor, so I went to the G, to the A minor, and I held my breath and I kicked my feet. That's the F. And I, G7, moved my arms around. That low note is always the A minor. And back to the G7, I moved my arms around. C, G. Last summer I went swimming, this summer I might have A minor. Hit it again, but I held my breath and I F, kicked my feet, make the triangle, G7, and I moved my arms around, back to the A minor, back to the G7 and the C. Okay, so any chords that you remember, just hold on to those and you can play those. So now I'm going to pull up our song again and we can see exactly which chords go where. Okay. So here's the C, here's that G, the triangle. The sus2 means you lift your middle finger if you want that cool, jazzier sound. Here's the G, I lifted my middle finger, which sometimes it's kind of a brain finger coordination thing, like how do I get that finger off that string? Drowned, but I held my breath, I hit it again, and I kicked my feet. And I moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. And folk songs are fun because you can kind of sing different things. I moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. And it's fun to have different fun endings. Let's sing. I moved my arms around. Try it. I moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. Okay, this is going to be the strum. Now, first of all, you can always just strum down. This summer I went swimming. Exactly what I was doing. Then the G. This summer I might have drowned. But I held my breath and I kicked my feet and I moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. Here's a strum. Down, down, up. Down, down, up. Down, down, up. Down, down, up. I'm going to turn my ukulele over because one really fun thing is it can turn into a drum. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. I see some young ones tapping on their drum. Down, up, down. Summer I went swimming. This summer I might have drowned, but I held my breath and I kicked my feet and I moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. This summer I went swimming. This summer I might have drowned, but I held my breath and I kicked my feet and I moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. Last time. This summer I went swimming. This summer I might have drowned, but I held my breath and I kicked my feet and I moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. Okay, let's take that rhythm and put it into a strum. So it's down, meaning I strum down. I can do that with my thumb. I can do that with my finger, my index finger. And I like to strum a little bit above the hole here, in this little spot right here. So thumb, finger, get a nice sound. Good, and we're gonna go down, and then we're gonna come up and not strum, and then we're gonna go down again, and then we're gonna go up. So it's gonna go down, down, up, down. Down, up, down. Down, up, down. Down, up, down. That's the pattern. And every time we hit that down, we're usually hitting a new chord. So let's go back. Okay, share screen, share. All right. I sometimes strum with more than just one finger. I like to kind of take all four of my fingers, but you can again do just the index or the thumb. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. I'm on the C chord. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down. Down, up, down, down, up, down. Let's try that with the G chord. So the G, it's the second fret, and you make the little triangle pattern. Down, oh, down, up, down, down, up, down. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, or 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 1, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Back to C. There, now I have a better sound. And to G, here we go. Back to C, change. Back to G. Let's try going to A now. Here we go. A minor. Let's try F if you have F. Let's go to G7. I'm going to go nice and slow. Only play the chords you know. So a little trick is you can play the C, and you could just play C's and A minors in here if you want. This summer I went swimming. This summer I might have drowned, but I held my breath and I kicked my feet and I moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. See what I did? I just played the C and the A minor, and that's just a one finger chord each time. I'm going to do that again. This summer I went swimming. This summer I might have drowned, but I held my breath and I kicked kicked my feet and I moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. I'm sounding a little out of tune. Okay, I'm gonna add in the extra chords, but you can play the chords that you know. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. This summer I went swimming. This summer I might have drowned, but I held my breath and I kicked my feet and I moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. Let's look at the second verse. It's just verse after verse. Wonderful words. This summer I swam in the ocean. I swam in the swimming pool. Salt in my wounds, chlorine in my eyes. I'm a self-destructive fool. I'm a self-destructive fool. I'm gonna keep scrolling on to the next. This summer I did the backstroke. You know that's not all. I did the breaststroke and the butterfly and the old Australian crawl. The old Australian crawl. Next one. 1, 2, 3. This summer I swam in a public place, a reservoir to boot. At the latter I was informal, at the former I wore my suit. I wore my swimming suit. If you don't want to strum and you just want to sing, you can also dum bum bum. Here we go. This summer I did swan dives and jackknives for you all. And once when you weren't looking, I did a cannonball. I did a cannonball. This is my favorite verse. Let's do that one again. Here we go. This summer I did swan dives and jackknives for you all. And once when you weren't looking, I did a cannonball. I did a cannonball. Again. This summer I did swan dives and jackknives for you all. And once when you weren't looking, I did a cannonball. I did a cannonball last time. This summer I did swan dives and jackknives for you all. And once when you weren't looking, I did a cannonball. I did a cannonball. For those, when you go away and keep playing it after today, you can double that. So here's down, down, up, down, or you can go down, 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 up, down, up. So if we doubled the time, bump, bump, ba-da-da-da-dum, bump, ba-da-da-da, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up. Summer I went swimming, this summer I might have drowned. Held my breath, I kicked my feet, and I moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. So that was literally just doubling the amount down, same tempo. Down, 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 up, bump, bump. All right. How are we doing, everybody? Good to see you. Do we have another minute to run through it, or Julie, what is our...
You could do it one more time. I think that would be fine. We've got time for that.
All righty. Good. I hope everybody... It's a lot to absorb, but you just pick the parts that are working for you right now. And I'll just draw your attention to this. This is the classic uke strum. Down, down, up, down, up. A little. Okay, here we go. Down, down, up, down. We'll do the down, down, up. Bump, down. Sorry, one more time. Here we go. This summer I went swimming. This summer I might have drowned, but I held my breath and I kicked my feet and I moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. 1, 2, 3, and this summer I swam in the ocean. I swam in a swimming pool. Salt in my wounds, chlorine in my eyes. I'm a self-destructive fool. I'm a self-destructive fool. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This summer I did the backstroke. You know that's not all. I did the breaststroke and the butterfly and the old Australian crawl. The old Australian crawl. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down. This summer I swam in a public place, a reservoir to boot. At the latter I was informal, at the former I wore my suit. I wore my swimming suit. Down, up, down, down, up, down. Here we go. This summer I did swan dives and jackknives for you all. And once when you weren't looking, I did a cannonball. I did a cannonball. And the way Loudon does it is he has some breaks in there and you can listen to some recordings. And awesome. Thank you, everybody, for playing along.